Hi everybody, Universal Sidechain here. Today what we're going to do is a Lucky Date's best signature, as he used one in his brand new remix of King Kong. That's what it sounds like. Shut up, motherfucker. Okay, so it's really hard seems to make. Uh, so let's start immediately by creating a combinator. Rename it King Kong because we love King Kong. So first we're going to create a line 6 mixer. Now right click on the more or less here on the mixer, create a unison. If you press tab, you can see that that the unison is rooted in the aux and auxiliary section. So what we're going to do is here we're going to, in the canal 1 auxiliary, we're going to turn the button on 44, and now right click on the mixer, create a milestone synthesizer. Make sure everything is initialized before you start that tutorial by going into the preference of reason. So when you've got your maelstrom, so first polyphony on 1. As you can see here, I've automated the pitch bend, so you need to put the range on 21. Now what do we need in that maelstrom? We do not need the modulation A, we do need the modulation B, oscillator A, we do need it, and oscillator B too. For the filters, we do need the shapers, the filter A, but not the filter B. So first, the oscillator A, it will be a square 4 wave. Motion on -40, more or less. Index on 0. Shift on -8, and octave to 2. Now put the attack and the release on 0 and the key sustain all the way up. For oscillator B, so to 16, motion, oscillator A it's -30, just remind it, and motion of oscillator B it's -40. -30, -40. Index here on 18. Shift on -16. Octave to 2. The attack will be on 12, so leave it there. Release all the way down, decay sustain all the way up. Now for the modulation B, sync it, rate 1/8, I think. Yeah. Okay, and that's it for the modulation B. Now route the oscillator A in the shaper, turn the shaper on saturate, and bring the empty all the way up. Filter A will be a low pass filter with the envelope on, frequency 85 and resonance on 0. So that's it for the milestone. Not really interesting for the moment. So what we're going to do is hold shift and create a 4 synthesizer. Press tab. Show programmer. Press tab. The main output here. Oh shit. Sorry for the computer. Main output should be routed in the audio 1 and audio 2 here. I'm going to route the output here to hear what we're doing. Bypass the oscillators and the filter 1. First, source, we're going here in the matrix. We're going to route the audio input 1 and with an amount of 100% into the filter 3 left input, and then the input audio 2 we're going to route it at 100% in the filter 3 right input. Now filter 3, we're going to use a COM filter. Leave the frequency where it is, resonance on 30, envelope 62, and that's it for the filter. Now the filter envelope, attack, sustain and release all the way down, and decay will be put on 1.60 seconds. Don't touch to this, go to global envelope, sustain, release all the way down, and decay, leave it as it is. Okay, so close the show programmer. Create a new Thor as we did just before. Nope, sorry, wasn't that to do. So another Thor by holding shift, press tab. So the output, route it in the input here, and the output here, so we can listen what we're doing. Show programmer. Again, enable the oscillator, bypass the filter 1 and oscillator 1. Route, as we did before, the audio's input in the filters 3's input or entries. So exactly the same thing as we did before. That's a cool trick with the Thor polysonic synthesizer, because sometimes milestone is easier and has greater sounds than the Thor. So you can route it into filters that you do not have in the milestone. So here we're going to make a bypass filter. Frequency on 2.82 kHz. Resonance on 28. Just a little bit. I think 2 seconds, I must verify. I think it's yep, I was thinking right. Okay, so in the filter it's a 24 type 1 and not the 2. the envelope all the way up. Now the filter envelope, attack, release and sustain, again all the way down, decay, leave it as it is. No, decay on 1.60 a second. Yeah. Global envelope, tempo sync it, sustain, release all the way down. And that's it for the routing into Thor synthesizer. Now we're going to create a vocoder. Make sure he's routed correctly. Okay, that's good. Equalizer mode, 4-band. Bring a little bit up the low band here. Shift on 28. So that's more that's a glitter. Okay. Now we will really shape the sound. Create a Scream 4 distortion. Tune mode. Damage control on 84. P1 and P2 all the way up. Activate the cut. Low and high band on 32. Yep. Hold shift is it is either. 32. That's it. And the mid band here on 19. Activate the body. Resonance on 0. Scale 16. Auto on 8. Use the type E. Make sure the master is on 91. He isn't, so do it. Now let's do one of the trickiest part of this scene. Okay. Create by holding shift merger and splitter audio spider. Take the output of the Scream form in the A-B entry here. Create a dynamic delay DDL1. Okay, here it is. Take one of the output of the spider audio into the input here. No. Yes. Duplicate the delay and route again an output of the spider audio in the new delay. Now right click and create a line mixer so we can hear what we're doing. Mixer 6 to 2. First output here in the entry 1. Oh Jesus, my computer is really down today. So output here, and the second delay in the second entry. Okay, press tab. If we play the synth, it doesn't give something. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So the first entry is here. You're going to pan it all the way on the left, and this one on all the way on the right. Now, first delay. Put it on milliseconds. And we're going to take an amount on 20 milliseconds. Leave the step length here. Feedback on 0. Gyrate all the way up. Still sick. So this one we're going to do exactly the same thing, but here we're going to need 40 milliseconds. Feedback on 0. Gyrate all the way up. That's much better. And no, we do. It's a bass, so basically, we do not want it to be as much stereoized, if that does exist. So we're going to hold shift, right click, create a stereo imager. There we go. Route the master out of the line mix in the input, audio output in the first entries up here. Frequencies, leave it on normal mode. Frequencies 430 Hertz. The low band, so everything's lower than that frequencies will be full mono. And here it will be minus 24 mono. So it's still in stereo over that frequencies, but not so much. It's more for bass, and that's better. Now time has come for some EQing. So first EQ, low cut, low shelf, frequency down, gain down, Q down. Frequency 1, frequency down, param 1, frequency down, gain down. Do not touch on the Q. Param 2, frequency, that one, 63.9, gain down. A little bit of Q, 6.8, that's okay. By doing this, we're cutting all the low frequencies down because we do not need our bass to fight with the sub frequencies. So create a new equalizer, low cut again. So the low shelf, frequency all the way down, gain minus 7.4, I think that would be okay. Q 1.24. Okay, so that's bringing down again the low frequencies, but boost a little bit the low mid here. Param 1, 369.1 Hertz. That's gain minus 7.4 dB. Widen it a little bit, 4.4, I think it's okay. Yeah. Param 2, frequencies 1.79 kilohertz, so that frequencies. The gain minus 6.3 dB, Q 6.1. Another high shelf, frequency, bring a little bit up the frequencies on 6.845 kilohertz. That one. Gain 2.9 dB and leave the Q there. Create a new EQ. Sorry for that guy. Activate param 1, param 2. Param 1, frequency is 4.2 kilohertz more or less. That. Again 2.3 dB. And widen it a little bit of 4.9. Param 2, 9.170 kilohertz. Gain minus 6.9, sorry, and the Q 4.4. It's okay. That's what we have for now. So it's nearly finished. It's pretty sick, as you can hear. Create now a compressor. Input of 3 dB. Threshold minus 24 dB more or less. Yes, leave the ratio at this. Attack 80 milliseconds, so it's a low compression, a slow compression, sorry, and a release of 50 milliseconds. And now the output, to compensate, 3.4 dB will be okay. Create a maximizer. So everything's always the same level. Input full, 4 milliseconds, look ahead. Just kidding. No, it's okay. Input full. So that will create a little bit of distortion that we need for that synth. So that's it for that synth. I hope you've enjoyed creating all of those things. Now some explanation. Why did we route Unison here in the auxiliary? Because basically it gives more stereo image, and I learned that routing Unison in the auxiliaries fatten a little bit your synth. Now some advice. Always create a sub with it. Do not hesitate to duplicate that synth and try with the EQ to make it really low, such as this one. Can you hear the difference? And then you just play the same notes at the same time, and it will increase your synth by eye. It will be incredible. To improve that synth, I do create an effect. It will so dynamics bass, and I use for the sharp bass, the hard ass bass. It really brings up the bass. It really improves your bass. And then other advice, as you can see here, I've put a Scream for distortion in my auxiliaries effects and a reverb, but only a high pass reverb. So do not hesitate to put this effect on the bass. Oops. You can hear the difference. No. So that's with a Scream 4 and with the reverb. It can really improve your sounds, so do not hesitate to play with that stuff. So that's it, basically it's all synth. Okay, see you later guys. I will put the refill patch later in a whole video when I will make enough with